everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bradford's Vikings going up against Cutler's Bears. So let's send you up to Chicago, where we'll say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, Bradford. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Red zone opportunity. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Play action for Peterson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Pernell McPhee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal.
Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive. On the road, you've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. 4th down, Bradford. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they're going to go for 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got 4 down. Green, blue,
Bradford going to throw for it. It's complete, and he will get in to make it 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Cutler leaves for Howard on the draw. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
On 3rd down, Cutler. And he fires one, but incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense, I don't know that any group had more of a roller coaster ride than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was, and when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the injuries, especially along the offensive line. I think by around October, maybe even early November, I'm surprised you and I didn't get a call to go audition to be a left tackle there because they were just down so many guys. So that made it difficult to run the ball and to protect Sam Bradford, their quarterback, and it reflected in their final record. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Here's Bradford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And what a rookie year by Jordan Howard. When you go from number 3 on the depth chart all the way to number 1 and finish with over 1,300 yards, that's what I call a big-time season.
Well, those 1,300 yards, second in the NFL, also set the Bears' rookie rushing record, so something for them to build around next year.
Without a doubt. So 2017, it starts in the running game with Jordan Howard in Chicago.
They go with Howard again, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Cutler on 1st down. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
On 1st down, they run with Howard, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A minute 57 to go in this 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. To throw, Cutler. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Zach Miller, a 5-yard touchdown. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the two. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Right. There we go now. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
If they get the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations, they can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. A first down throw for Bradford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bradford again. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. the shotgun. It's Bradford. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Bradford going to throw for it. That's caught at the 2. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. He's going to rifle one. He's got a man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Final play of the half. It's Cutler. He's going to go up top again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Howard receives it from Cutler. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Cutler. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Following the interception, Bradford got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Bears.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now it's Cutler, and that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Miller with it over the middle. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. On fourth down, it's Howard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now, and field position. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Here we go now.
Second down, Bradford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and short yardage. Bradford going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On the move to his left. Stepping up, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Sam Bradford, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Now Forbath for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, a little 360. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like... Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Cutler. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go now.
First down, Bradford. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Going for the deep ball. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Here's Thompson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Bears are going to get a first. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. They got spot 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Nice play, baby. Nice play.
On third down, Cutler. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
On fourth down, Cutler goes off, and on comes the kicker, Connor Barth, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And Barth puts it through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And out now come the Vikings. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
action here on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Bradford again. He's going to look deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
But go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They come out here in the eye.
Blue 45.
They'll run with Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Peterson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. 2nd and 10. It's Cutler again. And his pass incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eddie Royal is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Got it left. Got it left. We got 4.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. On 2nd down, Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Bradford. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They run with Howard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully it makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.